Hi, welcome to another episode of the Otaku Lifestyle Podcast. This is Pro RPG. I'm here with my co-hosts Anime Gino and Chris. Happy holidays from all of us.
Yep, wherever you guys are, wherever you're listening to this, thank you, and I hope whatever celebrations you do at this time of the year are festive, joyous, and full of happiness.
Yeah, same here coming from Anime Gino. I hope all y'all have a great holiday, and I hope everybody gets what they want.
Speaking of, what do you guys want for this season? This majestic winter season as we are in the American region as snow begins to pour down and make commuting hellish.
Yeah, man. Right now, for real, I just heard about the anime Gintama. So supposedly it's getting its fifth season somewhere in January 8th. So I gotta look forward to watching that one because, being honest with you, we'll talk about this in a later on segment. I have not watched a single episode of Gintama, so it's season 5, so we all know that's about to be a lot of episodes. Uh,
That's impressive.
yeah, man.
That's
It's really hard to find an anime that lasts that kind of length of time these days.
Yeah,
it's like I haven't watched much Gintama, but that's like telling me you never seen the news.
It's crazy. Like, supposedly I don't know anything about it for real. I heard it was like a parody of Bleach, and I loved Bleach, so to even get that, I know that Seven Deadly Sins is supposed to be coming out in January. I forget the date.
Yes. I'm so ready for that one to happen.
Yes, man, and that Netflix series got me
I
started.
don't know which date in January it is, but I know what happens the day after. Nothing, because I'm watching Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, and then there's this new anime coming out, and I was just reading down a whole bunch of stuff, and it's called Killing Bites. It starts in January 13th, I believe, and it's an anime that is pretty much centered around human animal hybrids, and they fight. So imagine any type of combination of humans. So a human and a tiger, human and a crocodile. Those type of things are supposed to be in that anime, and they're fighting. And there's this one girl that's in it. She's one of the main protagonists. I think her name's Hitoma or something like that. But just watching the trailer of it, she is a monster. She slaughtered everybody, and the animation is kind of like a Tokyo Ghoul Parasite type feel. So I honestly like those type of animes.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that preview.
All right, it sounds good to me. I haven't been too caught up on the anime news, but I know Seven Deadly was coming out. The big one I saw was Hero Academia is getting renewed in April of next year, which isn't quite winter specific news, but it does give me something to look forward to at the start of spring besides all this god-awful ice melting.
Well,
it just started snowing out here and I'm already done.
Well, I'm a cold weather person and I don't see snow where I'm from, so...
Man, be happy. Be lucky.
I'm not.
Here.
I used to live in Colorado. I loved it up there. So
I couldn't do it. Could not do it.
Mm-mm.
What?
Yeah.
Talking more about the winter season, though, another one that's coming out that's a Netflix exclusive that looks really good is Violet Evergarden.
Okay.
That one should be pretty good. I love the way the animation looks. I don't really have a synopsis in front of me about it right now. Overlord Season 2 is winter for anybody who enjoyed the first season of it. And I did. I've watched it probably 3 times. So, but here's something else to look forward to. If you were a fan of Cardcaptor Sakura at all, whenever you were younger, the new season of that also starts in January. And then Hakyu Hoshin Engi, the Soul Hunter, is another old title that's also getting remade this season, and I'm kind of excited about that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, with see, I know what's happening. Apparently there's an Attack on Titan movie coming out in January.
Really?
There's also I'm not sure if it's an anime movie or live action, but it is. There's some kind of special for that coming out very soon, which to everybody who's super into that show, more power to you. Enjoy it.
I don't know, man. If you
Uh,
see, the thing is, you have to start reading the manga of it. Like, if you read the manga, and I know you don't like any of that gory stuff where it's too much gore for no reason, like you said in the last episode, but if you read the manga, you'll really like it. Trust me.
I've read some of the recent chapters, and without spoiling too much, because it is still actively ongoing, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. There's just certain I was more okay with it when it was pure gore than I was when I read like the last few issues of the manga that have come out. But there's actually quite a bit that I'm grateful for coming out in the new year. Persona 5, the animation, is going to be getting a serialization in 2018.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Which I can't wait for. Can't wait for this game to be beaten to death like Persona 4 was. What else we have here? Apparently there's going to be an OVA for Hero Academia, which so you say Run can go with everything for a full hour.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a few other good things. I know Final Fantasy 15, I think, is finally going to finish in 2018.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Man,
They've released 1/4 of a
yeah,
game.
I know. Like, and I think what the co-op just came out. I mean, I'll say like a month ago, but like it's still, I don't know, man. Like, you gotta give the game time. Like, I think well, a lot of people haven't been able to play it.
It's been out
It
for a
doesn't
year.
matter. It's a huge, that's a large scale game. Like, if we compare it to the other ones, it's open world, it's ever evolving. I'm gonna give it my little stamp. I'm not saying it's a good game, but like, I have to give that little leeway. Just because it was the first of its kind, I have to give him that.
All right, I'll give it. Final Fantasy did things that 15 did things that Final Fantasy just doesn't normally do. However, I would be more forgiving of 15 if it didn't do something Squaresoft had done for 15 years before 15 had come out, because Kingdom Hearts was also an open world series.
Oh, no, you can't do that one. You can't do that.
Kingdom
It's the same
No,
dev team.
no, come on.
Kingdom Hearts is open world to a degree. It's
Right.
not a fully expansive open world.
Yeah,
Okay, Kingdom Hearts isn't like the Grand Theft Auto, Final Fantasy 15. We can just drive across the map in one straight shoot open
Right.
world. Speaking of which, 2018 we're supposed to get Kingdom Hearts 3. It's
Just-
finally
nah,
time
just
for those of us who've been
don't
waiting
jinx
on it
it,
since
man.
2004.
Don't
Knock on
jinx it.
wood, man. Knock
Yes,
on
I'm
wood.
knocking on everything. I can't have that happen. I've been waiting since I was. Oh, do you understand? Every time I play a Kingdom Hearts game, and then you wait it to the end credit, and you see the preview. Come on, I just bought the other two games just to be like, yeah, I want to hold something to hold me over. This game has been in development for what, like, in my mind, it's like 15 years, but it's probably like 7.
Our
yeah,
entire
like, come on.
lives. They announced Kingdom Hearts 3 when they made Kingdom Hearts 2. And an entire generation of gamers grew up waiting patiently for it.
No. The entire generation of gamers grew up playing 17 HD remakes of
Yep.
DS games, or Kingdom Hearts 1 or Kingdom Hearts 2, or let's be fair. they didn't necessarily
Are
grow
you
up
telling
waiting
me
for 3.
that you don't enjoy Birth by Sleep on whichever? You really have your pick of places to play Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Chain
and
of Memories and
Recoded.
Recoded, everything. I mean, but I have to say the latest one with I think 2.8 Final Mix, the last section where you got to play as a certain character from Birth by Sleep. If anyone who hasn't played that game, you're so late. But it showed us the new engine that it's supposed to be running on, and hands down, one of the best engines I have seen for that type of game. So its potential is so high, and just that little snippet of it,
Oh,
man, if it's like that,
that Kingdom Hearts 3 engine looks
yes.
beautiful. No, I can't lie. It will be worth the wait if it runs as smoothly in gameplay as it has in all these technical previews they've shown us and everything
Yes.
like that. But it is a festive time of the year, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It is a time where we celebrate, where people gather. Many cultures gather. If you're not one of them, or if you don't celebrate anything during the holidays, nothing against you. But especially up here in the American region, we do a lot during December and January. And with that, otakus are our own culture in itself. So during this December and January, this time where the world kind of slows down and it's accepted that you take some time to relax and spend it with family and friends, what are you guys gonna do over the next couple of weeks before we meet up again? Are you binging anything? Are you gonna try to beat any games? You gonna try anything new? What's the plan over the next couple of weeks, guys?
Whew. Man, I'll take this one to start it off. Uh, I just said I have to watch Gintama, so while we were having our little conversation, I did look up the episodes, and Gintama's over. It's right now 338 episodes and 2 movies. So
That's
You
a
got
lot
this.
of cocoa to start drinking and
Right.
watching too.
right, right. Man,
You
I
got
mean,
this.
like, I gotta binge that. I mean, because also, I mean, if anybody's aware, Gintama's getting this actual game for the PS4 and the Switch. It's called Gintama Rumble, and it's supposed to come out in January as well. So as soon as the new season starts, hopefully I'll be able to get the game and play it, because it's pretty much a Muso type game. It's a Dynasty Warrior game, hack and slash. If anybody doesn't know what Muso is, that game style is just going to be like, I love those games, regardless of how repetitive it can get. I love those games. I'm talking about as soon as they did that for Dynasty Warriors and then doing it for Gundam. I played Dynasty Warriors Gundam like forever. And then, I got to binge. I'm going to re-binge, since I love myself some Netflix, Seven Deadly Sins. And I'm going to do all that because early 2018, they're supposed to be making a game for that as well, and that's if I'm not mistaken, the Seven Deadly Sins, Knights of Britannia. The
Yes.
gameplay is kind of cool. It's kind of different, so it's just like, hopefully, it kind of looks like, if anyone has played this game whatsoever, it's a old GameCube game. It's called Rave Master. I can't remember the title off the top of my head, but it kind of looks like that, just a higher engine. But
Rave Master,
yeah,
the anime?
like the anime, but the Rave Master game. It's on GameCube. Trust me, I'll look it up probably while we're having this talk. But that game and the Seven Deadly Sins game kind of looks the same, and I used to play that all the time. So those are the two animes that I'm definitely binge watching this whole winter.
Okay.
Okay, that's, you know what, man, more power to you. Me and my friend are going to catch up on the numerous weeks of Food Wars we are behind on. We were catching up last week, and then we fell one episode short of being caught up, so now we're 2 episodes behind again. But it's getting good. I don't know when this season is supposed to end. I think we're probably creeping up towards the end of it. But it is so good. If you are a Food Wars fan and you haven't seen this new season yet, do yourself a favor, finish it up, catch up. It's amazing. And if you haven't started this series yet, give it a look. Give it one look. In addition to that, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to try to finally finish Final Fantasy XII's Zodiac Edition. I had started it forever ago and just not done anything. I even ended up starting a new game because I didn't appreciate the party setup I had. And they say you can get through the game with any composition, just deal with the guys you have. But I made the critical error of having everybody in my party, but none of them be primary as a white mage. So I got to the first major dungeon with no good healer, and I started fresh. Currently I have quite a few otaku friends, so I'm waiting for my one friend and his New Year old tears party where he watches the saddest episode of all his favorite shows time and time again, and then eventually the night segues with enough libation and celebration into people just watching whatever their favorite shows were. So we're gonna see a lot of Orin High School Host Club. I'm gonna watch a certain episode of Gurren Lagann for the what feels like the 1 millionth, but is really just like the 5th time. What else was there? Another one that was a tearjerker that he was really into. Oh, Your Name and what's that other one? The World God Only Knows.
Okay.
So because why smile during the holidays when you could just be disgustingly, horrifyingly sad around all your friends?
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
It's fine. Because that's definitely the episode of Gurren Lagann that you want to focus on, right? Whatever. But it's a fun time, and everybody has a blast. So it'll be good, and it's another great tradition that I can appreciate now as I've started to watch more anime. I'm leaving for the Full Metal Alchemist episode, though. I'm not doing that to myself again. And you know which one I'm talking about.
Hey, we all know. We all know. But let's see. So that's what you're going to be doing over this holiday season, binging a little bit.
Binging a few parties, a few get-togethers with some close friends. And again, I want you to understand, I, to my shame, have not watched Full Metal Alchemist. Just that one episode. Just the one.
No.
I do mean to start it someday, but I'm told the rest of the episodes aren't nearly as sad as that.
Man.
No.
You go watch. You'll shed a tear. At least one tear. If you don't, I don't know.
I'm not trying to cry, man.
You gotta cry for the holidays just a little bit, man.
We all know. But no, I'm with you, Gino, though. I have to rewatch me some Seven Deadly Sins to get ready for the new season that's coming out. Definitely. Also, I'll be binging some Full Metal Panic. I'll watch all of it probably over the next week for its new season that comes out in April, which it's also finally getting its own RPG. So I'm kind of excited for that.
What? Okay.
But I'll also probably an oldie but goodie that I might binge, and that's only because of something I saw today, is going to be Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
Ooh.
And we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to what I saw earlier in a second. But I'm also Star Ocean: The Last Hope just came out on Steam, so that's probably something I'm going to devote another 100 and something hours to. I've already beat it on another console, so why not? Sounds like a plan. But let's talk about things that you might want to see coming out. What's coming out in the next couple months that you wish was out right now so you can actually enjoy it during the holidays. And I think this is a pretty good segue to what the reason I'm watching Yu Yu Hakusho again.
Yeah, you can.
Apparently, 2018 is going to be a really, really good year for anime. Yes. I am definitely ready to see Yu Yu Hakusho again, and that's what was released, I think, today or yesterday, was some key animation for the new season of it.
They're doing a fourth season for Yu Yu
It's a
Hakusho?
brand new setup, yes.
Man, just imagine. We talked about that last episode, but like Yu Yu Hakusho putting out a fourth season, brand new, remastered with today's animation. Man,
yeah, I'm kind of stoked for that. That was definitely one that I grew up on, so to see that being remastered and redone, it's not even being redone or remastered. It's here's something brand new to the universe for it. So it's like that's definitely something. The Ni no Kuni 2 kind of got sad that they pushed that back.
Mm-hmm.
Its release got pushed back to March, and I wish that was out right now because I'd binge play that. But what about you guys? Anything that is coming out next year sometime that you really wish was just out already so that you can actually sit down and enjoy it?
My favorite, I'm more of a gamer than a series watcher or anything like that. I'm actually, because I have a lot of friends and family who only watch the anime for Hero Academia, there's a lot of fun storylines that the manga has gotten to that I haven't gotten to speak on yet because spoilers. And I really desperately need to talk about these things with someone. So it's not even for me. It's just for my peace of mind. I need them. I need this next season of Hero Academia to get through the summer camp. I need it. Need it. I know it will because I'm pretty sure they're right at like the start of it as it ended this fall. But still, that if we are going to get a Kingdom Hearts game in 2018, I'd want that as soon as possible.
Man, that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants that game. Trust me.
Man. Really, I would just also like for Square Enix to please just get it together. Are we supposed to get the first Final Fantasy VII piece in 2018 as well, or is that pushed back?
It was announced to be fall of 2018. Okay. So that doesn't mean it will happen in 2018, but it's something to hope for. You know, your holiday wishes go towards Final Fantasy VII Part 1.
Oh man, can't wait to go through through another tearjerker, but this time in 1080p, 60 frames per second.
True. And remember, you're not even buying a fourth of a game this time. You're buying like a 32nd of a game.
It's supposed to be, isn't it 3 episodes?
That's what they say, but with the animation that you've already seen the scope and size and scale of for Midgar, I have a feeling it's probably going to be, we're going to release this one, and then it's going to have these 3 DLC packs, or expansions. First Final Fantasy non-MMO with expansions. And then we'll get Episode 2.
I mean, right? If it's for like the side quest content, I'd be almost okay with them doing certain things as DLC. Almost. I'm not a sellout as far as video. I do think DLC is a slippery slope, and we need to be careful with it. But right, I'd be okay if they didn't try to make chocobo breeding part of the main game. That's like 80 hours plus of somebody's life that they could just have in exchange for not spending $5. Like, or Gold Saucer. Gold Saucer is 100% a DLC territory. If they were gonna package any part of that game as downloaded content, it's gonna be the Gold Saucer.
Can we just say this about Golden Saucer? Can we just make that its own standalone? Because I'd buy that. I would buy that for chocobo racing and the fighting simulator.
Chocobo racing. The bike mini game was A1. Now, Chocobo Racing, the bike mini game, I can see them doing what is it, Cloud's hometown, Nibelheim,
Hmm.
as like a story pack too, because that's how you'd get. Um, I'm gonna just say, Vincent. The game's been out for 20 years. If you don't know
Yeah.
at this point, you didn't want to. Um,
It's true.
that's how you get Vincent. Um, as long as like Yuffie is available in the game, if it goes outside of Midgar, without me having to him and haw and pay and swipe my card again, I'm okay. As long as the characters are where they need to be, Vincent being separate, because the entire game flows just as well if you have Vincent as it does if you don't have Vincent. Vincent Valentine may have actually been the very first DLC character. They just were nice enough to give it to you with the game. Um, but the game feels fine being broken up into episodes, because it was broken up in episodes when we got it back in 94? 97?
We would have received it in 97. I think Japan got it late 95.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on
Yeah.
that, but I think it was
It's
late
somewhere in
95.
that
Yeah.
time.
Like we it was broken up into episodes back in the 90s. It's just that, it was not that kind of like all 3 episodes came in one box. I'm not the biggest fan of them breaking up games episodically. I don't want them to say, give me Kingdom Hearts as 3 separate $60 games.
They already did that.
Or give me the next
Shush.
Final
Shush.
Well, or give me the next But Final Fantasy VII was huge. Like, it's 100 hours. RPGs on the PS4 now come out to like 30 hours.
I know. The RPGs have kind of
They scaled
lost
down.
some flair depending on the RPG you're playing in terms of time.
Well, is it that RPGs have lost flair, or that people just don't, like, we just don't have the time anymore?
I feel like we have the time. It's just like a lot of developers, they always, and I'm not a Reddit person, but like, you go on Reddit 2 hours into the game's launch, and someone's already found out how to grind and massively get your character up to level 100, all stats complete, and you're good. Trust me, when Final Fantasy came out, I was leading my boys all in stats. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. All of a sudden, I hadn't made it through half the story mode. One of my friends is still on the first part in the first town, and he's a higher level than me, and he just destroys the rest of the game. He beats it before me. Like, and he started an hour before me, like hour after me. So it's just like, people find ways to cheat in the game early, so really it's not that challenging anymore. Now, if they made a game just hard from the jump, so much stuff would be different.
They have those. It's called
Well-
Dark Souls.
Yes, and trust me. Look, man. For me, because Chris, are you done with yours, man? With
With
stuff that you're looking forward to for 2018.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much good. I don't have a whole lot that I'm wishing for. I'm really just
Yeah, man, it's
hopeful.
okay.
I'm
Trust
with
me
you.
though. But for 2018, man, like, I got a whole big list. I got my Dragon Ball Z Fighters. It's kind of, if you guys haven't seen a trailer for it, I mean, the close, it's supposed to come out in, I think, February. But it's a game like, have any of y'all played Guilty Gear?
Oh yes.
Yes. So
Oh,
it's
yes.
it's literally Guilty Gear, just Dragon Ball Z style. Like,
Oh.
it's going to be fun. I love the gameplay I was able to do during the closed beta. I kind of look forward to. I played Shinobi Strikers literally these past couple of days that's been out for the closed beta. It's okay. I want to look forward to the full version of the game, but there's this one game that we were just talking about, how we want a RPG that's hard and you can't do it. And Pro mentioned the number one game that we all love to hate and play, but we love it. Man, Dark Souls. This is a game that is just like Dark Souls. It's called Code Vein. This game, from the jump, when I saw the trailer for it, put it this way. Imagine if Dark Souls, go the Dark Souls route of how hard it is, how you have nobody holds your hand during the game, and it's vampires included. And it's like so much stuff. The world's abandoned. It looks destroyed and destructive. You're this one protagonist. I think you get another character that goes with you. But just talking about the gameplay, I loved seeing it and watching it. I cannot wait until that game comes out. Like I'm
Hey,
going.
Gino, what system is that for?
That's for PS4. PS4. Like PS4 is going to be on the rise this whole 2018, and probably the Switch too because they're putting games on there I never thought. For Chris, man, I'm surprised that you didn't find out about the Food Wars third plate. It comes out in April as well, man. It comes out in April along with Hero Academia, man.
Food Wars, the third plate is the one we're watching right
There,
now.
it's
Is the fourth
I don't.
plate
I
coming out in
think
April too?
I looked at it. I was looking at. I'm like, man, there's something. I saw Hero Academia got something, and then it said Food Wars, and it translated to third plate. It might be the fourth plate, but I know that it's supposed to be coming out in April along with Hero Academia. So I'm surprised you didn't see that one. And then Hero Academia is actually supposed to be getting a game as well. If you guys haven't seen that trailer, it's kind of what I saw was kind of wonky and stuff like that, but I don't know. You know, I never played it yet, so that's also a game I'm looking forward to.
I could see a Hero Academia game.
They got to do it right though.
Mainly be yeah, like I could like a superhero. Anything lends itself pretty easily to making games about, so I'm not super surprised. Okay, we'll get the Hero Academia fighting game. We'll get the Hero Academia uh, Attack on Titan simulator game. Attack on Titan having multiple video games is what surprises me more than anything else.
Gino, you okay, man?
Man, I'm dying over here.
Oh man,
This is what happens when you stay somewhere cold. You get sick, you don't know what to do with yourself.
No,
Apologize
that's what
to
happens
anybody.
when you stay in a place that doesn't know if it wants to be hot or cold. That's what
That's
Oklahoma's doing. We've got 25 degrees 2 weeks ago. We're at 61 today.
Whew, jeez. Okay.
oof.
Yeah, but sorry for that. Keep on going with your stuff, Chris, before I pretty much died over here.
No, you know what? That's all good. I'm glad that Food Wars is going to be getting renewed. I mean, Food Wars, I feel, is just going to get renewed into infinity. Mainly because for two reasons. There are very few things in Jump that they can animate now. Because, well, almost everything's kind of been adapted. I miss Hunter x Hunter. I know, what is it, Berserk is about to come back for those who enjoy that. Hunter x Hunter was amazing, or is amazing when it's not on hiatus. So, like, the 6 times a year we get a Hunter x Hunter update is beautiful. I'm hoping that they just finish the manga story soon. That way maybe they can reanimate it and finish that. But it is once again a time of the year for gathering and spending time doing your favorite things with your favorite people. Do you guys have traditions that you do at this time of the year? I know I told you guys I have, a lot of I go hang out with a bunch of friends who are very adamant about what they do during the holidays. But do you guys do anything at this time of the year? Is there a special you always watch? Is there a game you always play? Is there a thing you do during these holidays that, for this obsession we have called being an otaku?
Well, for me, man, like, regardless, my tradition is right before, like, man, it's called Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Like,
Yes!
man, I'm talking about for something that happened, and it's like, I love Gundam Wing. Like, regardless of what anybody says, Gundam Wing is the best Gundam series, hands down, and they have the best mobile suits ever. You want to
Talk about
debate it?
something else that was 20 years ago.
Yes, like, nah. Man. I'm just saying, like, that's something I always watch. Like, Hiro Yui is my favorite person. The "I'll kill you" line is like my favorite quote ever, and like watching that anime, like I remember when I was little, just watching it. It happens on December 24th. It's like the perfect way to go into my final holiday. It's like the thing that I watch right on the 24th. Watch it, and I just realized, man, this is a amazing anime. It brings back all my memories from when I was a kid. And I'm talking about I used to quote it when I was a little bit younger. Now I watch it in nostalgia, just like the good old days when anime is just touched my heart every single day. I love that anime. It's a movie, and the box set just came out. Like I'm talking about, I told any of my friends, I said, hey, look, my favorite movie just got a box set, and it's like 4 disc, and it's like 7 hours long. If someone anywhere out there, if you're listening to this and you want to send it to me, look, I'm just saying that would be a perfect gift for the holiday for me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's a Blu-ray disc. It only costs like $30, maybe 50 if I'm wrong. Just send it my way because I will love you forever. I
Just
promise.
just casually asking for gifts from the people who listen to this show when our last podcast episode has let's see here, 66
Whatever.
views as of right
Yay.
now.
The 66 that watched it. I love you guys. I want somebody send me just a thumbs up. Give me hope for the holidays for it.
If everybody that watched the last, actually, I think a few of those views are from
Okay.
us. So if everybody besides us put in $1, you could get your thing, and that's not factoring in shipping.
I got
But
Amazon Pro. Just a Prime. Just let me know and I send you my code. You can get it. Ship it to me for free. We good.
whew, Otaku Gino is not messing
I love
around.
that, man.
He needs
Telling
it.
you. Gundam.
Anything
Gundam
else you
Wing,
do,
man?
Anime Gino?
Nah, I mean like that is like my main thing. Like I'm talking about, I come and see my parents and everything like that for the holidays, and I got my own little area. Like I got my own room, but they already know this is the room Jacob goes into, and he just locks himself in there and he watches this anime. Talking about no one has messed with me in the past 15 years since I've been doing it, and no one's messed with me. They're like, they trust me. My mom knocked on the door once. I was like, "What is it? What are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, sorry, Jacob. Look, sorry, you don't want no food." I said, "I don't want no food. I'll eat it after." And I got mad because I missed it, so I rewatched it again. Talking about like I go crazy over that movie, man.
Whew. My big tradition during the holidays, I make sure I take the time. I try to buy a new game sometime in the holiday season between American Thanksgiving and New Year's. And I try to finish it in that time. I'm sort of behind. I bought something while I was sick. I told you guys I got sick immediately after Thanksgiving this year. So while I was in recovery, I bought a little something, and I finished it like just this past week. But I think I need something. I needed something a little more to whet my appetite. So you guys know anything? What's good? What can I buy on Steam or the PS4?
Okay.
Right now.
What type of game are you looking for?
Well, I just bought and finished, coincidentally, the new South Park RPG.
That was a good one.
I'd pick up another RPG because that one was really short. Like that one was kind of. I didn't realize how short that was gonna be.
Do you want a Western RPG or a JRPG? Remember, you are talking to Pro RPG here.
Right.
I got some options for you.
I think it's time for a JRPG. I think once the Christmas shopping is done, I'm gonna have a couple days, Christmas and a day after, where I can devote ample time So I think I'll go for something, in the JRPG genre. I haven't played a good one in a while. And like I said, I gotta finish Final Fantasy 12 at some point before I go back to school in January.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna give you a few that have an hour mark or so that I can give you an estimate on how long it takes to beat them.
All right.
Do you want one that's fairly quick to beat, or one that has close to 100 hours of gameplay? In my mind, quick to beat
You
is
know
like
what?
50, 60 hours.
My mind is also 50, 60 hours. This is why when I played a 20-hour RPG, I felt like I did something wrong. I'm going to go for a longer one. I'm going to go for one that I can maybe play through when I have other breaks and things like
Okay.
that.
Well, on Steam right now, and I don't know if you have it for the PS4, but on Steam right now, Omega Quintet just came out, and it's on sale for $17 and some change. But the one that I'm going to recommend to you, and there's two actually, Star Ocean: The Last Hope, if you haven't played it, is so far is extremely good. But Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel, that is my top pick
Okay.
for anybody looking for a JRPG.
Okay.
I
Look at that.
Legend of Heroes.
Yeah, Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel. I have played and beaten it twice on the PS3, and I am currently about to replay it on the PC.
Dedication right there.
It
Okay.
takes, the first time you play it, it'll take somewhere between 70 and 100 hours, depending on what you do, how you grind out the game. Again, I'm not too much of a experienced grinder, but for all of the side things that you can do in it, you kind of increase that playability in terms of it doesn't feel like you're grinding out experience, but it's happening anyway. So
All right.
See, I mean, you could definitely have you guys. I mean, for you, Chris, you could play. It just got remastered. I don't know how long it's been, but Dot Hack GU recoded, I think, or something like that.
Recode, yes.
Recode, yeah.
The the Dot Hack series is one that I've always really wanted to get into because what feels like 100 years ago, back when we had Toonami, and I think it was Toonami on Saturdays and after school. There was this anime that just kind of appeared out of nowhere, Dot Hack Sign, and it was the craziest thing my young elementary middle school mind had ever seen. I was like, they're trapped in the game?
Mhm.
What?
Man, that was the game. That was the show and game that I think Sword Art Online got its whole premise from. Like that was one of the top things for me back then.
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
yeah, go ahead.
No, absolutely. It's weird because Dot Hack has this whole amazing kind of mysticism to it, and Sword Art Online's kind of just like, yeah, no, everybody's trapped because
Someone trapped them. Like it was
it's
it was so much like the detail in the storyline for Dot Hack was so much better than Sword Art Online. Like I like Sword Art Online just because of the animation and everything like that. But the story wise kinda eh. But also, I mean, it's winter. I mean, it's the holiday. You might as well just jump in and do Dragon Quest Heroes, man. Just do it.
Well, Dragon Quest Heroes isn't an RPG if he's looking for an RPG.
He looking what you looking just to get a new game and to have because I have never played the Dragon Quest Hero games and I heard that they're very long, but I don't know about that.
there's a list of games I should be finishing up. Like I should beat the Final Fantasy X remake because it's the the Super Sphere Grid version and all that. I have it on Steam. I I should finish. Oh gosh, what is it? Should finish Divinity Original Sin 2. I should finish a lot of games that I have, but that's not the spirit of the season. The holidays is not about doing what you should. It's about doing what you want.
There you go. I'll agree with
All
that.
right,
I'll agree
we'll get
with
you
that.
that one. We'll get you that one.
And what I want to do is get another 100-hour RPG. That way, when the internet goes out sometime in 2018, because we failed to maintain that, I can just play something that I have downloaded for days at a time and not have to worry about reality. Which is what I think I'll give. I'll give the new dot hack, and what was that other one?
Trails of Cold Steel.
Of course, let me boot up Steam and add that to the wish list real quick.
It is definitely both of them. Actually, I think both of them are $39.99. Dot hack might be $49.99, but dot hack would be like 4 games in one.
Yeah, it's
So,
like I know it has the 3-volume set. I believe. So I mean,
it's got the 3 original and then the 4th chapter on it.
right.
Yeah, dot hack is $49.
Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold
Yes.
Steel. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Add to wish list.
Look at that, making our wish list already during our own podcast live.
Live wish list here, guys. Live wish list.
Listen, if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it later.
Hey, that's the truth, man.
We will be we'll be making all types of great memories, great fun during this holiday season. But I've gone on about what I want. Is there anything anybody could get for you guys right now that's actually obtainable? Like, what do you want? What's on your wish list? What's your ideal gift right now before we wrap up?
Ooh.
Gino, I'll let you start this one.
You-
I have
me
one
start?
idea in mind.
You got
for
a little
me.
bit of time.
I'll let you start this one,
You
Gino.
let me start this one? All right. Well, I've already put in my little shameless plug with y'all know to get me the Endless Waltz. So, I'm being honest with you. Like, if I can get that box set, because that brings back so many childhood memories. If I could get, there is this one type of game. I mean, like, I don't know. For the most part, it's just like, shoot, Gundam. I got the Gundam from Zero Wing Gundam. If I can get the Fighting Gundam one, I'm on my mech stuff this year. I definitely want and need, so I'm gonna need to like go talk to somebody and say, hey, that new Gundam game that came out, I need that one. I definitely am gonna go and get the Dragon Heroes Quest 2. I just told you about getting it, but I feel like I need to get it so I can actually say if it's, thumbs up or not. Definitely the dot hack, so, since I want something remastered. I have the old ones, but I want it remastered to see it on the PS4 engine. And I need to go and collect some more mangas. Like I kind of dropped off and I bought up everything for Bleach. So now, since I've been falling off and been watching Dragon Ball Z Super, I need to have the manga collection for that as well. So I can get up to, I think, the 2 volumes that came out so far. I don't think the 3rd one's out yet. But getting caught up with my mangas and getting that collection started and getting those couple video games and my movie box set, y'all know what to do. Other than that, that's all I really want for this type of year for the holidays.
See, the older I get, the harder it is for me to determine what it is I actually want for holidays. It's really hard to come up with gift ideas because whenever my birthday follows Christmas by a month, so you kind of are in that shooting range of I don't know what to ask for kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But man, if anybody, and my best friends know this, if anybody wanted to get me a gift, it's Steam credit. You just, don't even try to shop for me because I will turn around and just want Steam credit because that's all I play. I'm a gamer through and through, and I love my anime. There is one figure out there though that I really want to get my hands on, and it's from the anime Susui no Gargantia, or Gargantia on the Verdant Planet.
Okay, real quick, what in the world is that?
Netflix has it.
Okay.
Gargantia on the Verdant Planet is a mech anime,
Uh-huh.
kind of dystopian future-esque. Have you ever seen Vandrid?
Yes.
Okay, so think of Vandrid, except not quite so crazy. They had to escape Earth because of some sort of nuclear holocaust thing, like everybody talks about. But the main character and his captain accidentally get sucked into a wormhole. The captain, you'll find out later on in the series what happens to him. But this figure that I'm wanting is the main mech in the series.
Okay.
And for some reason, the name escapes me. But this figure is a Max Factory, I think, figure.
Mm-hmm.
Fully posable. And like 14 to 17 inches tall. And it's like $250.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it is a statue to behold, I tell you what. But that's neither here nor there because I don't really collect statues. It just looks nice.
Yeah.
And I'm a mech fan.
I feel you on that one.
Which, whenever you said Gundam is, Gundam Wing is one of your favorites. Gundam Wing, I was 5 years old when my dad came back from his trip to Japan because he was in the Navy, so he got sent to Japan for 4 or 5 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then they came back. He was what got my sister and I into anime by bringing me a Mega Man full leaflet size comic book, but it was 50 pages of Mega Man in Japanese. And he brought my sister back Volume 1, and he didn't know it was Volume 1, but Volume 1 of Gundam Wing comic.
Oh.
And which we have signed by she has signed by the original animator of the series.
No way. What?
And the voice of Duo Maxwell.
Don't laugh at me, Chris. I hear that. Don't laugh at my geekness. I'm like, whoa. I'm like low key. I'm like, how much you wanna sell that for?
But no, I'm pretty low key myself. I love I'm a gamer, and Steam has become my new hovel.
Mm-hmm.
I love console gaming, but when the PS4 first came out, I was originally going to get it, and then it took 2 years for any game that I thought looked interesting to come to it. And Steam had everything.
That's true.
It felt like. So I was just like, that sounds great. We'll do Steam. I mean, I play JRPGs and Western RPGs for the most part, but I mean, that doesn't stop me from having FPSs like Wildlands or Ghost Recon on there.
Yeah.
Any other Ghost Recon title. But I am Steam through and through.
All right. So Steam credit for you. Got my stuff for. I already got you on my list. For your list, I got something for you. All right. What about you, Chris?
You know what? I'm gonna go and say, in the spirit of the season, I would be happy with anything, but if somebody would hit me with that PlayStation credit, just because I'm in front of my TV more than I am my computer. A year ago, I'd have said Steam credit, 100%. But it's just I can play in bed, and there's just really nothing else beyond that. Nothing's beating that. So it also really the best thing you could get me is 3 days off of work. That way I could actually enjoy all my stuff in a row.
I work in a small office, so that already happens.
Oh.
My boss was gone on Friday, and that means I wasn't working on Friday. So, I mean, that's just kind of how we roll.
Mind you, I don't do very much work when I'm at work. I'm a good employee. I'm not a great employee, but I'm a good employee. But and like we get, I work for the government in a small capacity, so like we get like the Christmas weekend is gonna be fine. Like I'm gonna get Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after Christmas, all off guaranteed. But just some time. Just I'd really like to not go in on like a Thursday someday, and
Yeah.
and get some
Right.
gaming done.
I hear that 100%.
That's
I
got
do.
me on. That's definitely a goal. We all need to have that on our wish list. Get those breaks.
That is the gift of gifts right there.
Right.
Just some time off.
The older I get, the more a day off feels like the perfect gift. Like when I was 18, I was like, vacation, nah, I don't need nothing like that. No. Work. It hasn't been very long, right? Like I'm 24 and I'm like, I could use 3 weeks.
Let me tell you, it's not just a wish; it's a hope and it's a pray. By the time you hit 30, you're just like, I think I really, I love you, boss, but I need these 3 weeks off.
Man.
I don't even have a reason why I need these off. I just need these 3 weeks.
I need to not
Right.
be here for 3 weeks.
I'm salaried, so if he goes, okay, you're off, he could still call me randomly at 10 o'clock at night. Hey, I need you to take a look at this computer program.
Ugh,
Okay, whatever.
right.
Like, well, that's what I do. I used to, again, run my own small business as well as work a full-time job. And when you run your own small business, it is another full-time job.
Yeah.
I used to be up till 3 a.m. every night, and then I'd wake up and be at work by 8.
Oof.
Like, it got a little crazy. So that's why whenever I finally got out of that, the first thing I did was tell my boss I was taking a week off.
See, and we are going to wish in the new year for Pro RPG to get a
Right.
good night's sleep.
I get a good night's sleep. 4 hours is a good night's sleep.
4 hours, man. I
4 hours is a good. Are you in
Right.
college? Are you writing your grad
What
school
is that,
dissertation?
I am 30 years young. Okay,
Oh,
this
man.
this January I am 30 years young, and I
Like,
sleep when I want to sleep.
I couldn't do it. I'm 25 now. I just turned 25 last 2 weeks ago, December 9th. Man, I couldn't.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. But I couldn't,
Word.
man. Like after doing everything, 4 hours of sleep, I wake up mad at the world. I couldn't do that. It's 30. I'm doing that at 25. At 30, oh, God help whoever's gonna see me first.
see, it's weird because I can do 4 hours of sleep and be okay, but like 5 or 6 hours of sleep, I'm non-functional. I'd have been better off getting.
I agree
sleep.
with that, and I can tell you why that is. Well, I can give you a proper estimate as to why that is. Your body has a specific sleep cycle, and yours might be a 4-hour cycle. So if you go to sleep and you sleep 4 hours straight, you've ended your cycle, so you're ready to go. But if you wake up at after 5 or 6 hours, you're in the process of a cycle, and your body just doesn't want to function. My cycles are I think 4 hours, because if I wake up, I'm like you. If I wake up 5 or 6 hours, I just don't want to do anything. I'm done. Unless I get 8.
But it's been a very good year as an anime fan. It's been fun. There's been a lot of fun stuff that's come out. There's been a lot of cool games that have been out. It's been a great time all around to be here. This year, I got to meet you guys. We got to start this fun podcast, and I'm hoping it continues very well and very long into and beyond 2018. So as we wrap up, I just want to say thank you guys. It's been real cool so far, and may the new year bring us a lot more than 66 views.
I will agree with that. And the best way for us to do that is just kind of try to get out in front of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Just share if we can.
Look at Chris trying to make us cry over here. Oh,
I know. I'm all teary-eyed, man.
Teary-eyed, man. Look at that. Oh, man. Yeah, but I have to say, it's been really great working with you guys. And to start this new year off, Let's go and go in with a blast. And yes, if next month we have 67 views, we know that extra person viewed it, and that's all we need to look forward to, one at a time.
Yeah, so you guys don't view it a second time,
right.
or else we'll think it's 67. Don't do that.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
Or do,
No,
like,
I'm talking to
view.
you guys.
Oh.
The three of us. Don't view it more than once.
That's true.
We've got the copy of the podcast. Yeah. We know how it sounds.
But you know what? That's fair. But I think we're about good. We've got a good flow here. And rather than ramble on and do it, I think it's a good place to wrap up now. I want to thank everybody who's stayed with us for this hour or so. And I want to thank you guys for putting up with this new structure we're trying out. Happy holidays to everybody listening and to you guys, Gino and Pro. It's been very fun. And you guys want to give your sign off now?
All right, guys. Happy holidays from Anime Gino. Hope you guys have a good one. Find me at any social media. Look up Anime Gino.
Happy holidays, everybody. It's been great this time of year with my co-hosts. Find me online on Facebook and Twitter at ProRPG. But let me throw out a little something else. If you're last-minute Christmas gift shopping for some friends, and they're otaku friends, some good gift ideas, take a look at rightstuff.com in their bargain bin area. Put together a small, cheap little gift basket. Because their prices are pretty good. And I'm just going to let you know that that's how I've gotten a lot of gifts for people before in the past. Because, I mean, we're all that way, right? Like, we're all trying to figure out gifts for friends. Everybody does that. So why not just grab a handful of stuff that looks good?
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I'll be honest, my friends know it because every year they'll get this random gift basket. It's a box full of random stuff. But it's stuff that they like. It was just cheap.
Dude, people go crazy for that crap now. You seen Loot Crate? People pay real money every month to get a box of crap delivered to their house.
It's true.
Yo, your Christmas gift idea is $1 million business.
Well, I better stop talking about it then. But no, that's just an idea if anybody's having a real rough time last minute Christmas gift shopping for anybody. So.
And once again, for me, Chris, happy holiday to you wherever you are, whatever you celebrate. Follow me anywhere Demon Duras are found at Demon Dura, and may you and yours have a very, very happy one. We're signing off, guys. We'll see you in January. If you guys drop a comment under this video, we'd really appreciate it. Let us know what we can talk about in January.
Help us out here.
We love ideas, guys.
Yeah, because we need the help. Or let us know what you like, what you didn't like, what we can change and do better. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and have a good one.
See ya.